Right.
So here we have an alternate design for a wireless medical auscultation device. Auscultation being the sounds produced in the body, and so essentially what you have is a wireless stethoscope. So starting back, we need to look at the history of stethoscopes. Stethoscopes were first invented in 1816 by René Theopold Seinet-Lonnac, who back then was a French physiologist. What he did was he took some wood and basically had the basic parts of a stethoscope. He had a bell and some sort of tubing to listen to it. So fast forward a couple of years, and here you have what a normal stethoscope looks like. But even with today's stethoscopes, there are still a couple of downfalls. Specifically, when doctors are working with drug-resistant diseases and bacteria, they have to wear full contamination suits, and often they aren't allowed to directly touch the stethoscope, and so it becomes hard to even listen to the patient or even treat them properly. And so me and Prosper kind of did some thinking, what can we do in order to solve this problem? And so our idea was to incorporate some sort of wireless technology. And so like any other good scientist, we set some engineering goals. The first engineering goal was to incorporate some sort of wireless technology, that being FM technology for our project. The second was to make it market competitive or cheaper than today's stethoscopes, which can range from anywhere from $40 to $1,000. And the final goal was to be able to operate the stethoscope from a certain distance away.
So basically the project is comprised of two different components, the first being an FM transmitter and the second being the 3D printed circuit head. Now, when we look to the FM transmitter, sometimes we think so far ahead that we forget about what's already been made. We think about the latest and greatest, but not already about what's practical or what's already has approaches that could be used with our project. So we decided to use an FM transmitter because the infrastructure is already there, as well as repurposing the application is a fairly simple and easy process to do, thus making it an ability to be cost competitive. And we went with a 3D printed stethoscope head because as 3D printing is on the rise, it's a lot easier to send a file across the internet instead of having to forge your own stethoscope. And as our data shows, there's two different audio files, one of them being our own audio, and the second being one from our local hospital's ThinkLab 1 stethoscope. Now, when we talked to the physicians, they said that our stethoscope was comparable when it came to the auscultation data, and that they would be able to use it for diagnosis. However, we were able to do it at a fraction of the cost of what the ThinkLab 1 stethoscope was able to do. Ours costs only $2.48 in comparison to ThinkLab 1, which is $350.
The fact that we were able to produce it in $2.48 is revolutionary in the fact that you want accessibility in science. Science is all about giving to those in developing countries and get that medical technology out there. But not only were we able to do it in $2.48, but another great thing is that this is just an FM transmitter. You can have any other medium that you want, whether it be a phone, whether it be a radio, whether it be a computer. Let's say, for example, you put a computer there. You can take this data and upload it to the internet. So then all of a sudden you have a chance at cross-global application of healthcare. Where, for example, if you're a physician in Nigeria and you don't really know what's going on with the patient, you can take that data and upload it to the internet. All of a sudden you have cardiologists from like Norway, from Australia, from Russia, providing their specialized feedback as to exactly what's going on with the patient. I mean, who would you rather trust, a general doctor or a person who's been studying the heart for like 10 years plus? They can provide their specialized feedback as to exactly what's going on with the patient, and that just allows for better treatment in developing countries. Any questions?